Welcome to Miss Clark's chemistry class. I've got a special treat for you today. Now, normally when we're in class, we would test different household products to see if they are acidic or basic. I brought the little Clarks here to do this lab for you. Now, we're not going to give you the answer. We're only going to show you the litmus paper. And then you're going to have to figure out if these common household items are acidic, basic, or neutral. Okay? Go grab your notes, grab something to write with, because if you're in my class, you're going to have to turn in the answers for this, okay? Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to test is dish soap. So I've got some dish soap in the test tube. Let's test it with the red litmus paper, Lael.
It turned blue.
Okay, Isla, let's test it with the blue litmus paper.
Oh, it stayed blue. Oh,
Now let's test it with pH indicator.
It turned yellow.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to test is lemon juice. Okay, Lael, let's test it with the red litmus paper.
It stayed red.
It stayed red. All right, Isla, with the blue litmus paper.
It turned red.
Okay, and let's test it with the pH indicator paper.
Ooh, it turned red.
Let's test shampoo. All right, Lael, red litmus paper.
It stayed red.
All right, Isla, let's test blue litmus paper.
It's turning red.
Let's test its pH.
It stayed the same.
Okay. Let's test milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesia, that's that kind of stuff, that white chalky things that you drink when you got an upset tummy. Okay, Lael, red litmus paper.
It turned blue.
Isla, blue litmus paper.
It stayed the same.
And then Chrisette's going to test the pH.
Ooh, it turned green.
Okay, so now let's test ammonia. Okay, Lael, red litmus paper.
It turned blue.
It was blue.
All right, Isla, test it with the blue litmus paper.
It stayed the same.
And Chrisette's going to test its pH.
Ooh, it turned blue.
Next, we're going to test contact solution. What pH do you think that's going to be? It's going to sit on your eye's contact solution. Let's test and see. Okay, Lael, use the red litmus paper.
It turned blue.
And Isla's going to test with the blue litmus paper.
It stayed the same.
And Chrisette's going to test its pH.
Ooh, it turned light green.
Let's test Drano. Before we test Drano, I want you to think about what the pH probably is. This is what cleans out the clogs of your sink. Think about those properties of acids and bases. Okay, Lael, let's test it with the red litmus paper.
It turned blue.
Okay, Isla, let's test it with the blue litmus paper.
It stayed the same.
And Chrisette's going to test its pH.
It turned a greenish yellow.
Some of my students know that I battle a bang addiction. Cotton candy bang. So we thought, let's test that and see what that's going to look like. What do you think it's going to be? Acidic or basic? Lael, let's test it with the red litmus paper.
It stayed the same.
All right, Isla, let's test it with the blue.
It turned red.
Okay, Chrisette, let's test its pH.
It turned orange.
Okay, so if you were not keeping track of all of those color changes, give me a second. I'm going to show all of those to you. Now, like I said, if you're in my class, you're going to need to write me a little report, turn that into Google Classroom, and tell me all the pHs and whether the substances are acids and bases. All right, until next time.
Bye, y'all. Hey.
Wait a minute, I don't even count it. Okay, remember, we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Let's test milk of magnesia. Do we know what that is?
It's not milk of magnesia. Oh, okay.